Hello, thanks for tuning in to my channel. This is Cedric the Champion, and I want to make this video. First of all, I want to thank everyone for, just watching my past videos. We're heading into Christmas, and I just want to inspire somebody. People are making videos about quitting their jobs and getting fired and just cost of living. So I want to share with you several keys that I have learned over my years that hopefully will help you. Number one, you can make it working a 9-to-5 job. You can live a good quality of life, especially if you're married, working a 9-to-5. You got two incomes, and even if you're single, you can live a good quality of life. You just simply have to find a good paying job. Some jobs are dead end jobs. They're not gonna pay you a good salary. They're not going to give you any raises. If you're on a dead end job, making minimum wage or close to it, find a better job. That's number one. Number two, where you choose to live is very important. $20 goes further in the South than it does out west in California. $20 goes further in the South than it does up north in New York. So where you choose to live is very important because cost of living can take the majority of your money if you live in an expensive city. Now, there are some expensive cities down south, like Miami. So you may make good money, but your quality of life is going to be less than someone who makes that same amount of money or even a little less than you in another city. So you got to consider that. Number one, find a great job that will pay you the most that you possibly can earn with your skill set. And you do that by researching, asking other people, hey, what's a good paying job in this city? Or what's a good paying job, if you want to move down south, just say you want to move to Tennessee or to Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, you do your research and find out what jobs are available. And look, you can apply for jobs online. They can do Zoom calls, so get a good job in a good cost of living location. That's one of the keys to living a good quality life while you work your 9-to-5. All right. Then there's another thing you can do. You can't be afraid to take risk. Once you have established yourself, you got a good paying job, don't leave so soon. I learned this from a man when I was in my 20s. He said, what do you want to do with your life? I was like, I don't know. He was like, well, find something that you are good at and stick with it. And that advice has stuck with me. See, sometimes people are in a good work environment, but they only work there a year or two before they want to quit or, go on to something else that, may not pay as much. But we like to move from one thing to another without really being committed. When you're on a job and you're getting paid good money year after year after year after year, that adds up. Especially when you learn how to manage your money. Don't spend your money always shopping, always going out to eat. No, buy you a house. Let that be one of your first goals. Buy you a house, an affordable house, where you can live comfortable and have some money left over. That should be your first goal. All right. And once again, you can do that, I believe, to a better degree down south because houses are just more expensive up north and out west than they are down south. That's just fact. And so once you buy a house, you then have the ability to get the equity out of that house, start using that equity to buy rental properties or to even buy flips. And so you have to just step by step, systematically, do these things. Get a stable job in a good location, buy you a house, get the equity out of that house and start investing, and you're on your way. You're on your way. Look, you got a steady job. Bella, be quiet. That's my dog, Bella. I'm sorry. She wants my attention. She hears my voice. But you got a stable job, making good money. You're on your house, and you're doing flips or rental properties. That's a good life. That's a good quality of life. And so you got the blueprint. Now you got to have the courage to take the step. And that's what a lot of people never do. They build their credit. They get a good job. They own their house. But that's where they stop. They never become investors. That's where you put your money to work for you, and you're not always working for money. And the thing about investing is it takes courage, and it also takes patience. Because when you first invest, you're putting money into something, but you're not getting any money out of it. That's the investment game. It's the long game. It's being patient until the money starts to flow in, and the money will flow in. And so go ahead and become an investor, someone who isn't afraid to use bank money, isn't afraid to use home equity in order to start, doing some flips, and educate yourself first. Don't just hop into something without looking at the numbers. Remember, when you buy real estate, you make your profit on the buy. If you buy a bad deal, that's it. You messed up. And that's what a lot of people do. They buy bad deals. From the beginning, the deal was just bad. It didn't make any sense to buy that property. So you want to get a good deal on a house. And what that means is you may have to search longer than other people to find a real good deal. But that's what you want, a real good deal. You're not trying to buy this house to live in, so to speak. You want it as a property that you can flip or a property that you can rent out to someone else. Now, the advantage of getting a flip is that you get a lump sum of money at one time. So if I was you, I would do a flip first. That's what I would use my home equity line of credit to do. Do a flip, pay back the home equity line of credit, take the money you make, and begin to invest again. That's what I would do. So listen, I got another video coming soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope I shared something with someone that will just keep you focused. Remember, don't quit your 9 to 5 just because, things aren't happening as fast as you think they should. Build your credit, work your 9 to 5. There are other ways to make money outside of your 9 to 5. So focus on those things as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel.